Hi, I'm Craig Hines with Cardinal Gates, and today I'm going to talk about our Duragate. It's model MG25. This is the white version. We also have it in a taupe and in black. The gate itself, when installed, is about 30 inches in height. You can obviously move that up or down a little more depending on your installation. You just don't want to have more than 3 inches between the floor and the lower part of the gate. The gate will span out of the box 26.5 to around 42 inches. And with a extension, you can get 54 inches of span. I don't have the extension today. We don't need it for a standard door. It'll be just fine. This is probably one of our easiest wall-mounted gates to install. You don't even need to measure anything. You simply use the box as your as your basis to mount it. And I'll show it to you right now. So this is the gate itself. It's all steel construction. You can see the tubing, bars, the latch, the hinge. Everything is made out of steel. It's an unbelievably strong gate. It's got pretty good weight to it, about 11 pounds. Another feature that this gate has is this upper bracket. You'll see here there's a sort of a screw. Get that out of the way. Set screw underneath there. So what that enables you to do is pull this tubing in and out so that if you've got baseboard that you're installing the lower hinge to, then you can simply move this out and secure that in place. So it works around all baseboards. You can mount this gate at any angle. And what I mean that is, your typical installation would be, say, from this part of the door to that part of the door. Nice flat surfaces, very easy. The way that this gate works is you could even, say if you wanted to install the hinges on the trim of the door, and then the latch would be installed to this part of the trim. So it, as I said, it can be installed at any angle. So the way that you install this is you take the box that it came with, you set the box on the ground. That's about 1.5 inches off the floor. Set the gate on the box. Move the hinges where they need to be. And I'm going to go ahead and secure this hinge in place since we don't have any baseboard to take care of. I'll go ahead and just tighten that with the Allen wrench. So you'll see these hinges are nice and flat against the door, and I'll just mark the holes with a pin. So really the only tool you'll need for this is a drill to make the pilot holes, and then a screwdriver to put the screws in. All right, so holes are marked. So now at this point we just put the screws in. Of course, let's change out my drill to a screwdriver. This gate is great for either children or for pets. Good at top of the stairs. It ships with this one-way stop bracket, so you can attach that to the latch. And in terms of pets, it's great for dogs, particularly being all steel construction. It's extremely tough. All right, now that it's in place, I'll just take the box out of the way. We don't need that anymore. And so to install the latch, grab it, it's in the other room. This is the latch. So you can see it has this pendulum on it. And that's because we know children, as well as dogs, like to nuzzle underneath. And so this prevents that from the latch from being pushed out of its place. So I'll show you how to put the latch on now. So just slide the gate, kind of hold it where you think where you want the latch. Put the latch on those 2 silver pins, and then that looks pretty good there. Nice and straight. Bars look parallel. So we'll mark those 2 holes. then we'll move this out of the way. Drill 2 pilot holes. Screwdriver back on. Now it also ships with extra long screws too, so if you need to go into drywall and find a stud behind the drywall, you would use those screws. Since I'm installing straight into wood, I just use the short screws. Now I'll just put the latch on. Installed a lot of gates on these doors over the years. Okay, so the latch is installed, hinge is installed. Next we'll set the width. So we're just going to put the gate back in the latch, just like so. Still looks nice and straight, parallel. And we will put in 2 set screws. And this will lock the gate panels in place and complete the installation. They go in these open holes in these brackets. And you just tighten it down. You can see here. Do the upper. See it squeezing the 2 panels in place, and these are extremely strong. You don't need it super tight, that'll do it. So this is how the latch works. You'll see if you try to lift up on it with your finger, it'll hit this pendulum, and that stops the gate from being opened. But in order to open the gate, you'll just push the pendulum out of the way with your thumb, lift up on the gate, and open. By lifting up on that spring, those pins come out of those holes. And to close it, you just squeeze up on the latch, push it back in place. You'll see the pendulum get out of the way and closing, and then the pendulum goes back in place. The design works extremely well with these 2 points of contact because they're holes in pins. As I mentioned earlier, you can mount this at any angle, and it's all metal construction, so there's nothing to break or wear out. So that was our demonstration of the Duragate, both the installation and how the latch works. Thank you for watching.